1 hour listening to English training.
英文加中文配音，每天1小时英语听力练习。
Ease off， 注释减轻、放松。语法动词短语可单独使用或接名词。
The rain should ease off by evening. The rain should ease off by evening.
傍晚时分雨应该会变小。
The rain should ease off by evening. The rain should ease off by evening. He needs to ease off on caffeine. He needs to ease off on caffeine.
他需要减少咖啡因摄入。
He needs to ease off on caffeine. He needs to ease off on caffeine. Easing off the accelerator saves fuel. Easing off the accelerator saves fuel.
松开油门可以节省燃油。
Easing off the accelerator saves fuel. Easing off the accelerator saves fuel.
Catch out， 注释险胜，逐渐取代。语法动词短语后接名词或代词。
She edged out her competitor by 2 votes. She edged out her competitor by 2 votes.
她以2票优势险胜对手。
She edged out her competitor by 2 votes. She edged out her competitor by 2 votes. Electric cars are edging out gas models. Electric cars are edging out gas models.
电动车正在逐渐取代燃油车。
Electric cars are edging out gas models. Electric cars are edging out gas models. Edging out competitors requires strategy. Edging out competitors requires strategy.
胜过竞争对手需要策略。
Edging out competitors requires strategy. Edging out competitors requires strategy.
End off， 注释结束。语法动词短语可单独使用或接介词 with。
Let's end off with a group photo. Let's end off with a group photo.
我们最后拍张合照吧。
Let's end off with a group photo. Let's end off with a group photo. The concert ended off with fireworks. The concert ended off with fireworks.
音乐会以烟花表演结束。
The concert ended off with fireworks. The concert ended off with fireworks. Ending off a presentation strongly is key. Ending off a presentation strongly is key.
精彩的结束演示很关键。
Ending off a presentation strongly is key. Ending off a presentation strongly is key.
Face up to， 注释勇敢面对。语法动词短语后接名词或代词。
He must face up to his responsibilities. He must face up to his responsibilities.
他必须勇敢承担责任。
He must face up to his responsibilities. He must face up to his responsibilities. It's time to face up to the truth. It's time to face up to the truth.
是时候面对真相了。
It's time to face up to the truth. It's time to face up to the truth. Facing up to failures builds character. Facing up to failures builds character.
勇敢面对失败能塑造品格。
Facing up to failures builds character. Facing up to failures builds character.
Fade away， 注释逐渐消失。语法动词短语可单独使用。
The music faded away into silence. The music faded away into silence.
音乐渐渐消失，归于寂静。
The music faded away into silence. The music faded away into silence. Old traditions are fading away. Old traditions are fading away.
旧传统正在逐渐消失。
Old traditions are fading away. Old traditions are fading away. Memories don't just fade away. Memories don't just fade away.
记忆不会轻易消退。
Memories don't just fade away. Memories don't just fade away.
Fall through. 注释：失败、落空。语法：动词短语，可单独使用。
Our plans fell through at the last minute. Our plans fell through at the last minute.
我们的计划在最后一刻落空了。
Our plans fell through at the last minute. Our plans fell through at the last minute. The deal fell through due to funding issues. The deal fell through due to funding issues.
交易因资金问题失败了。
The deal fell through due to funding issues. The deal fell through due to funding issues. Projects falling through is disappointing. Projects falling through is disappointing.
项目失败令人失望。
Projects falling through is disappointing. Projects falling through is disappointing.
Fend for. 注释：照料、自谋生计。语法：动词短语，后接反身代词。
The cubs must learn to fend for themselves. The cubs must learn to fend for themselves.
幼崽必须学会独立生存。
The cubs must learn to fend for themselves. The cubs must learn to fend for themselves. He's been fending for himself since college. He's been fending for himself since college.
他大学起就自力更生了。
He's been fending for himself since college. He's been fending for himself since college. Fending for yourself teaches life skills. Fending for yourself teaches life skills.
自谋生计能教会生活技能。
Fending for yourself teaches life skills. Fending for yourself teaches life skills.
Fight off. 注释：击退、抵抗。语法：动词短语，后接名词或代词。
She's fighting off a cold. She's fighting off a cold.
他正在抵抗感冒。
She's fighting off a cold. She's fighting off a cold. The army fought off the invaders. The army fought off the invaders.
军队击退了入侵者。
The army fought off the invaders. The army fought off the invaders. Fighting off sleep during meetings is hard. Fighting off sleep during meetings is hard.
开会时抵抗睡意很难。
Fighting off sleep during meetings is hard. Fighting off sleep during meetings is hard.
Filter out. 注释：过滤掉、淘汰。语法：动词短语，后接名词或代词。
The system filters out spam emails. The system filters out spam emails.
系统会过滤垃圾邮件。
The system filters out spam emails. The system filters out spam emails. We need to filter out unqualified candidates. We need to filter out unqualified candidates.
我们需要淘汰不合格的候选人。
We need to filter out unqualified candidates. We need to filter out unqualified candidates. Filtering out distractions improves focus. Filtering out distractions improves focus.
过滤干扰能提高专注力。
Filtering out distractions improves focus. Filtering out distractions improves focus.
Finish up. 注释完成、吃完。语法动词短语可单独使用或接名词。
Finish up your work by 5 p.m. Finish up your work by 5 p.m.
下午5点前完成你的工作。
Finish up your work by 5 p.m. Finish up your work by 5 p.m. The kids finished up all the cookies. The kids finished up all the cookies.
孩子们吃光了所有饼干。
The kids finished up all the cookies. The kids finished up all the cookies. Finishing up leftovers reduces waste. Finishing up leftovers reduces waste.
吃完剩菜减少浪费。
Finishing up leftovers reduces waste. Finishing up leftovers reduces waste.
Fit in. 注释适应、融入。语法动词短语可单独使用或接介词 with。
New students need time to fit in. New students need time to fit in.
新生需要时间适应。
New students need time to fit in. New students need time to fit in. This chair doesn't fit in the space. This chair doesn't fit in the space.
这把椅子放不下这个位置。
This chair doesn't fit in the space. This chair doesn't fit in the space. Fitting in while keeping individuality is art. Fitting in while keeping individuality is art.
在保持个性同时融入群体是门艺术。
Fitting in while keeping individuality is art. Fitting in while keeping individuality is art.
Flare up. 注释突然爆发、发言。语法动词短语可单独使用或接名词。
Tempers flared up during the debate. Tempers flared up during the debate.
辩论时突然有人发怒。
Tempers flared up during the debate. Tempers flared up during the debate. His arthritis flared up in cold weather. His arthritis flared up in cold weather.
他的关节炎在寒冷天气复发了。
His arthritis flared up in cold weather. His arthritis flared up in cold weather. Old conflicts flaring up is concerning. Old conflicts flaring up is concerning.
旧冲突突然爆发，令人担忧。
Old conflicts flaring up is concerning. Old conflicts flaring up is concerning.
Flick through. 注释快速翻阅。语法动词短语后接名词。
She flicked through the magazine. She flicked through the magazine.
她快速翻阅了杂志。
She flicked through the magazine. She flicked through the magazine. I just flicked through the report. I just flicked through the report.
我只是快速浏览了报告。
I just flicked through the report. I just flicked through the report. Flicking through channels wastes time. Flicking through channels wastes time.
不停换台很浪费时间。
Flicking through channels wastes time. Flicking through channels wastes time.
Fold up. 注释：折叠、倒闭。语法：动词短语，含义取决于上下文。
Fold up the map after use. Fold up the map after use.
用完地图后请折叠好。
Fold up the map after use. Fold up the map after use. Several stores folded up last year. Several stores folded up last year.
去年有几家店铺倒闭了。
Several stores folded up last year. Several stores folded up last year. Folding up clothes properly saves space. Folding up clothes properly saves space.
正确叠衣服节省空间。
Folding up clothes properly saves space. Folding up clothes properly saves space.
Fool around. 注释：闲混、玩弄。语法：动词短语，可单独使用或接介词 with。
Stop fooling around and get to work. Stop fooling around and get to work.
别闲混了，开始工作。
Stop fooling around and get to work. Stop fooling around and get to work. Don't fool around with electrical wires. Don't fool around with electrical wires.
别玩弄电线。
Don't fool around with electrical wires. Don't fool around with electrical wires. Fooling around during class is disruptive. Fooling around during class is disruptive.
上课时嬉闹会干扰他人。
Fooling around during class is disruptive. Fooling around during class is disruptive.
Free up. 注释：腾出、释放。语法：动词短语，后接名词或代词。
This will free up some storage space. This will free up some storage space.
这会腾出一些存储空间。
This will free up some storage space. This will free up some storage space. Can you free up time for a meeting? Can you free up time for a meeting?
你能腾出时间开会吗？
Can you free up time for a meeting? Can you free up time for a meeting? Freeing up resources requires planning. Freeing up resources requires planning.
释放资源需要计划。
Freeing up resources requires planning. Freeing up resources requires planning.
Frowned upon. 注释：不赞成。语法：动词短语，后接名词或动名词。
Lateness is frowned upon here. Lateness is frowned upon here.
这里不赞成迟到。
Lateness is frowned upon here. Lateness is frowned upon here. Such behavior is frowned upon. Such behavior is frowned upon.
这种行为不被认可。
Such behavior is frowned upon. Such behavior is frowned upon. Frowning upon innovation hinders progress. Frowning upon innovation hinders progress.
不赞成创新会阻碍进步。
Frowning upon innovation hinders progress. Frowning upon innovation hinders progress.
Fuss over. 注释：过分关心。语法：动词短语，后接名词或代词。
She always fusses over her grandson. She always fusses over her grandson.
她总是过分关心孙子。
She always fusses over her grandson. She always fusses over her grandson. Don't fuss over small details. Don't fuss over small details.
别在小细节上过分纠结。
Don't fuss over small details. Don't fuss over small details. Fussing over guests can make them uncomfortable. Fussing over guests can make them uncomfortable.
过分关心客人会让他们不自在。
Fussing over guests can make them uncomfortable. Fussing over guests can make them uncomfortable.
干报案。注释：冒险、赌博。语法：动词短语，后接名词或动名词。
They're gambling on the stock market. They're gambling on the stock market.
他们在股市冒险。
They're gambling on the stock market. They're gambling on the stock market. Don't gamble on the weather being good. Don't gamble on the weather being good.
别赌天气会好。
Don't gamble on the weather being good. Don't gamble on the weather being good. Gambling on uncertain outcomes is risky. Gambling on uncertain outcomes is risky.
赌不确定的结果很冒险。
Gambling on uncertain outcomes is risky. Gambling on uncertain outcomes is risky.
Gear up. 注释：准备、加速。语法：动词短语，可单独使用或接介词 for。
Stores are gearing up for the holidays. Stores are gearing up for the holidays.
商店正在为假期做准备。
Stores are gearing up for the holidays. Stores are gearing up for the holidays. The engine geared up suddenly. The engine geared up suddenly.
引擎突然加速。
The engine geared up suddenly. The engine geared up suddenly. Gearing up for challenges is wise. Gearing up for challenges is wise.
为挑战做好准备是明智的。
Gearing up for challenges is wise. Gearing up for challenges is wise.
Get around. 注释：规避、传播、四处走动。语法：动词短语，含义取决于上下文。
There's no way to get around the rules. There's no way to get around the rules.
无法规避这些规定。
There's no way to get around the rules. There's no way to get around the rules. News got around quickly. News got around quickly.
消息传得很快。
News got around quickly. News got around quickly. Getting around the city is easy by subway. Getting around the city is easy by subway.
坐地铁在城市里出行很方便。
Getting around the city is easy by subway. Getting around the city is easy by subway.
Give out. 注释：分发、耗尽。语法：动词短语，含义取决于上下文。
Volunteers are giving out flyers. Volunteers are giving out flyers.
志愿者正在分发传单。
Volunteers are giving out flyers. Volunteers are giving out flyers. My phone battery gave out. My phone battery gave out.
我手机没电了。
My phone battery gave out. My phone battery gave out. Giving out free samples attracts customers. Giving out free samples attracts customers.
分发免费样品能吸引顾客。
Giving out free samples attracts customers. Giving out free samples attracts customers.
Gloss over， 注释、掩饰、轻描淡写。语法：动词短语后接名词或代词。
Don't gloss over the problems. Don't gloss over the problems.
不要掩饰问题。
Don't gloss over the problems. Don't gloss over the problems. The report glossed over key issues. The report glossed over key issues.
报告轻描淡写了关键问题。
The report glossed over key issues. The report glossed over key issues. Glossing over mistakes helps no one. Glossing over mistakes helps no one.
掩饰错误对谁都没好处。
Glossing over mistakes helps no one. Glossing over mistakes helps no one.
Go about， 注释：着手做、处理。语法：动词短语后接动名词或名词。
How should we go about this project? How should we go about this project?
我们该如何着手这个项目？
How should we go about this project? How should we go about this project? She went about her work quietly. She went about her work quietly.
她安静地做着自己的工作。
She went about her work quietly. She went about her work quietly. Going about tasks systematically saves time. Going about tasks systematically saves time.
系统性地处理任务，节省时间。
Going about tasks systematically saves time. Going about tasks systematically saves time.
Grow apart， 注释：疏远。语法：动词短语可单独使用。
We've grown apart over the years. We've grown apart over the years.
这些年来，我们渐渐疏远了。
We've grown apart over the years. We've grown apart over the years. Couples sometimes grow apart. Couples sometimes grow apart.
伴侣有时会渐行渐远。
Couples sometimes grow apart. Couples sometimes grow apart. Growing apart from childhood friends is natural. Growing apart from childhood friends is natural.
与儿时玩伴疏远是自然的。
Growing apart from childhood friends is natural. Growing apart from childhood friends is natural.
Hand over， 注释：移交、交出。语法：动词短语后接名词或代词。
Please hand over your passport. Please hand over your passport.
请交出你的护照。
Please hand over your passport. Please hand over your passport. He handed over control to his successor. He handed over control to his successor.
他把控制权移交给了继任者。
He handed over control to his successor. He handed over control to his successor. Handing over responsibilities requires trust. Handing over responsibilities requires trust.
移交责任需要信任。
Handing over responsibilities requires trust. Handing over responsibilities requires trust.
Hash out， 注释：详细讨论。语法：动词短语后接名词或代词。
Let's hash out the details tomorrow. Let's hash out the details tomorrow.
我们明天详细讨论细节吧。
Let's hash out the details tomorrow. Let's hash out the details tomorrow. They hashed out their differences. They hashed out their differences.
他们详细讨论了分歧。
They hashed out their differences. They hashed out their differences. Hashing out contracts prevents problems. Hashing out contracts prevents problems.
详细讨论合同能预防问题。
Hashing out contracts prevents problems. Hashing out contracts prevents problems.
Hit upon. 注释偶然想到。语法动词短语后接名词或代词。
She hit upon a brilliant idea. She hit upon a brilliant idea.
她突然想到一个绝妙主意。
She hit upon a brilliant idea. She hit upon a brilliant idea. We hit upon the solution by accident. We hit upon the solution by accident.
我们偶然想到了解决办法。
We hit upon the solution by accident. We hit upon the solution by accident. Hitting upon creative solutions is rewarding. Hitting upon creative solutions is rewarding.
偶然想到创意解决方案很有成就感。
Hitting upon creative solutions is rewarding. Hitting upon creative solutions is rewarding.